Have you ever wondered what makes one AI just follow a list of commands, while another one seems like it can actually think? Well, the secret is all about understanding its two brains. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on how AI agents mix their built-in personality with a live, real-time connection to the world. And trust me, getting this right is the key to building some truly intelligent tools.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? The jump from a simple chatbot to a genuinely helpful AI agent can feel like magic, but it's really not. It's about the difference between an agent that just follows a rigid script and one that can actually reason, adapt, and learn on the fly. So let's break down how that really works.
And surprisingly, the secret isn't just about cramming more and more data into a giant model. The real game changer is learning how to blend two totally different kinds of knowledge. This is what we're calling the agent's two brains, and it's basically the blueprint for building smarter AI.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the internal brain. The best way to think about this is like the agent's nature, not its nurture. It's the core personality, that permanent set of rules and knowledge it has from the get-go, before it ever has a single conversation.
So this internal knowledge, it's the agent's source of truth. It's all the info and instructions that are basically hard-coded into it, which makes it incredibly reliable and consistent. And since it's completely under your control as the builder, this is how you guarantee your agent follows brand guidelines or sticks to specific rules, no matter what.
So what's actually inside this internal brain? Well, it all starts with the system prompt. That's kind of like the agent's DNA. It defines its core identity and sets up the guardrails for how it should behave. Then you layer on its training data and any documents you preload. And this is super important. It also includes its memory of past conversations, which is what lets it keep track of context and actually learn from its interactions. But here's the thing. An agent that only has an internal brain is basically stuck in the past. It can't tell you today's weather or the current stock prices. For that, it needs its second brain, the external one. This is its live connection to the world.
Right, so if the internal knowledge is the agent's brain, then external knowledge is its eyes and ears on the world. This isn't about what the agent knows by default, it's about what it can look up right now, in real time. This connection to live, dynamic info is what separates a static encyclopedia from a dynamic assistant that can actually get things done.
And just look at the stuff this external brain can tap into. We're talking about connecting to APIs to book a flight, or maybe querying a company's private database to get customer info, or even just doing a web search for the latest news. Every single one of these connections is a tool that turns the agent from just a static program into a really powerful, dynamic problem solver.
So here's the bottom line. You absolutely need both brains working together. The internal brain gives you that stable, reliable personality. The external brain gives you the dynamic, real-time context to actually navigate the world. It's the perfect balance between being safe and being adaptable. Okay, so the whole two brains theory is pretty straightforward. But why does this difference actually matter to you, the person who's building an AI agent? Well, because understanding this framework gives you a practical toolkit for creating something that's genuinely smart and useful.
This process is really the key. It all kicks off with designing a strong prompt to create that core internal brain. Then you have to be smart and figure out when to let the agent reach out and use an external tool. Step 3, that's the real balancing act. You're trading the reliability of your internal data for the power of external access. And finally, and this is so crucial, you have to manage your risks. External information is powerful, for sure, but it isn't always trustworthy, so it needs to be validated.
All right, let's bring this all home. The goal here isn't to pick one brain over the other. The real art of building a great AI agent is fusing them together into a single, unified mind, where its personality and its perception of the world work in perfect harmony. Ultimately, it all boils down to this really simple, powerful idea. Internal knowledge is the agent's brain and its personality. External knowledge is the world that it can access. That's the whole model right there, in a nutshell.
It's a pretty simple distinction, but it has some really profound possibilities. When you learn how to design an agent's core personality and then give it the right tools to connect with the world, you're not just assembling code anymore. You're basically architecting a mind. So the real question is, now that you have the blueprint, what kind of mind will you build?